Hello. So the whole series on getting my color analysis and my body type analysis done in Korea, I was gonna end that series last week with talking about whether or not it was all worth it. But I noticed in the comments that some of you wanted me to create a styling video using some vivid spring colors. And since I don't have any bright colors in my closet, I thought I would take you shopping today. So we can try some things, come up with some outfit ideas, and I might even buy something if I really like them. So we'll have a fun day together. I usually don't create like a vlog type of video, so I don't really know how this is gonna turn out, but I'm gonna play it by ear and see how it goes. I just woke up, so my voice is especially low right now. But on that note, I've been watching this guy on YouTube. He's a speech coach, and I've been trying to find my authentic voice. And I mean that literally, not figuratively. So this guy talks about finding like your vocal range that's supposed to sound like the real you, because I have this tendency of speaking in a much higher pitched voice like this, you know, say hi. And I mostly blame the service industry for this. I've worked as a server and a bartender for many years in my 20s. And you know, you just kind of put on a facade and say, hey, how's it going? So I've been trying to fix that. If you watch my older videos, you'll notice that I speak completely differently. It's actually really cringy. So if you want to check it out, you can check out my older videos. So apparently saying nah, that's supposed to sound the most like me. And it's funny because this guy is Korean and the word nah means me in Korean. So I just thought it was so cute how saying me is supposed to sound the most like me. Get it? Anyways, this is just a very roundabout way of telling a cute story. So to make sure I stay focused on today's goals, I saved some inspo pics and I'll pop the images up here for you as well. And these are images from Ellie Jean Royden's Style Roots system, because I know some of you wanted me to create a video on the system and I'm working on it. So I looked through the different combinations of Style Roots and I just picked out some outfits with brighter colors, like colors that are much brighter than what I would normally go for, but are still aligned with my overall style. So yeah, so we'll use these as our inspiration today. And now I'm gonna go get ready so we can head out.
Years later.
Okay, I think we're finally ready to go. I got my color chip with me, so I'm just gonna toss that into my bag. And I am sure this applies to everybody, but I love being comfortable when I'm shopping, so my outfit's just gonna stay pretty simple and minimal today. I also love wearing a tank top underneath whenever I shop, just because if I'm trying on a jacket or something, then I can just quickly do that instead of getting into the change room and going through all that hassle. It is looking pretty sunny outside today, so I am gonna throw on my shades and we're ready to go. The weather was super nice outside, so I ended up walking to the store since it's pretty close to where I live. The first store I went to is called Front & Company. I really like this store because they have both consignment and new items. I thought going secondhand might be easier for what we're trying to achieve today since there's going to be more options with colors, but their new items section is usually pretty colorful too. I forgot that this was a long weekend and there were so many people, so I just decided to grab as many pieces as I can and went straight into the change room. For the first round, I grabbed a couple of yellows and greens, and I grabbed one blue top. I brought my color chip as well to make sure that the colors I'm choosing match the actual vivid spring colors, and they did for the most part. The yellow tank top was the first item I tried on, and I had a feeling that it might be slightly too light, and that's exactly how I felt about it. It made me feel a bit childish, and I mean, the lighting was also pretty bad in the change room, so that didn't help. With the other yellow top, which was a cardigan, I actually liked that it was a brighter color, but I preferred pairing it with like a black and gray denim rather than the blue denim that I was wearing. I know the two yellows can kind of look a little bit similar, but we can really see the difference in the color more clearly when you take a look at the items side by side. I also grabbed a couple of different green tank tops. The lighter color definitely looked more like a spring color, and the second color was a bit darker, like it looked more like an autumn color to me. And I was actually wearing a green tank top today as well, so I'll show you the different ranges of green from light to dark. So the third one that I'm wearing here was mine, and it looks a little bit cool and grayish, but it's actually more like a dark khaki. I think all three of these colors look okay on me. Like, I just think green is a color that just works for me. And then with the blue shirt or the blouse, opposite to green, I find blue to be quite tricky. Usually I tend to opt for much darker blues, almost like navies. But with this bright of a color, I'm just not sure how to make this color work. But I tried switching back to the blue denim, and I actually liked it better. For the next round of items, I brought more yellows. So this time I was trying on a skirt and a dress, and I just grabbed a random dark gray graphic tee to try it on with the skirt because I have a similar one at home and I just feel like it's gonna work with the yellow. And it did. The mini skirt and the graphic tee combo I thought was really cute, and I can just wear them by themselves like this, but I could also wear it with a black denim jacket on top. Again, I have a similar one at home, so I just grabbed something that I thought I could style with. But this whole outfit just made me feel a little bit like I'm trying really hard to look like I'm in my 20s. And then I tried on the yellow dress, which I absolutely loved. This is so much fabric though, but the combo of the yellow and black pattern with the black boots and my hairstyle, it really gave the whole look like a punk feel, which I didn't mind. It also looked good with the same graphic tee I tried earlier and the black denim jacket, and I just felt like this was a bit of an elevated and an older version of the mini skirt outfits that I tried before. For the next round of items, I grabbed a couple more greens and I decided to try a pop of red. I've been looking for a windbreaker for a while and I saw this one at the store, so why not try it? But to be honest, I wasn't a fan of it. I think I just have something against a very bright red. I just feel much more comfortable with other bright colors like yellow or green, but the red is, I don't know, I've said it before, I just feel like it's a little bit too much for me. I did think the color combo with the pink bra underneath was nice, but this was too small anyways and it wasn't my favorite. And then with the two green pants, I honestly just felt like the graphic tee and colorful bottoms combo just works, and it really doesn't matter what color of bottoms I try on. And this made me wonder, I did grab a green overshirt, which I had to leave outside of the change room because they had a limit to how many items I could take in at a time. So I was gonna grab the overshirt next, just to see if trying on a bright color on top is gonna make a huge difference and if it's gonna be an extra challenge for me. And then my phone died. Yes, actually. So clearly I was not very well prepared for this today. But don't worry, because I did end up buying that bright green shirt that I was gonna show you next. Color-wise, it is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I just love the fit. It was an oversized fit in the best way possible, and I just cannot resist a good oversized fit because they're actually kind of hard to come by. But the real reason why I decided to buy it is because I actually had an overshirt on my wish list for a while, and I even have one in a shopping cart right now in an oatmeal color, so I probably would have purchased it, I don't know, sometime next week. And today I decided that instead of the oatmeal color, I'm gonna buy this bright green color instead, because I have set a goal for myself to be more experimental with brighter colors, and you know, I want to keep my word. And I do think that this color, I can definitely make it work, especially for the summertime. So I'm back home now to take care of
this one, and I'm not going to share with you what else I've purchased from the store just yet because I'm heading out to see a friend tonight for dinner, and in that neighborhood there's a store called Turnabouts, and this specific location I haven't been to and I've always wanted to check it out. So I'm gonna head out a bit early to check out the store, try on more things, and in case I decide to buy more things, I'll share with you everything that I've purchased at the end. So the next store I came to visit is called Turnabouts. It's a secondhand franchise with a lot of locations within and outside of Vancouver, and I usually go to the one that's closest to my place, but I've always wanted to check this one out. And this is such a nice store. They're so well organized. It was aesthetically very pleasing, and the store was massive. They even have a downstairs, which is another full floor of clothes and change rooms, and they weren't very busy, unlike the first store I went to. So that was kind of a nice break. So again, I grabbed a bunch of items to try and went into the change room. And with the first round of items, I grabbed some greens and a yellow and a salmon colored dress, which looked a little bit more like a true or a light spring color than a vivid spring color because it was a little too light. I also grabbed a couple neutral colors. I've been looking for a sweater vest and a rugby shirt, but they were both just okay. Neither were really my favorite, but I like the fact that the change room had much more space and the lighting was so much better here as well. The next item I tried on is this yellow sleeveless blouse, and I actually loved this color so much. Like, I surprised myself because I didn't expect to like it that much. And it looked pretty good with the jean shorts I was wearing, but I wanted to push it all the way just to see if I could do bright on bright combination. So I threw on this green skirt, and that was definitely way too much. Like, I felt like Aquaman. At the first store, the graphic tee just works so well with any of the colorful bottoms. So this time I actually decided to bring my own because I thought it'd just give me a more accurate visualization of what these items will look like with my own clothes. And I'm so glad that I did because it looked great with this green skirt as the bottom. And I'm not surprised that the salmon dress turned out to be my least favorite out of this round. I knew the color was going to be too light on me, but it was also too tight. Like, it showed the little amount of curves that I have, but in the worst possible way. You know what I mean? I just feel like I have something against like reds, pinks, salmon, like those types of colors I don't think I do very well with. For the next round, I grabbed this green mini dress, and I'm giving the red and pink combo another try with this mini skirt. But they were both definite no's. The skirt was just way too big and the length was kind of awkward. And the green dress actually had a really interesting fabric, but it was really tight around the shoulders and arms and just very uncomfortable. I also tried on this multicolored cardigan, which is so far outside of my comfort zone. And I honestly didn't mind the fit, but I did wonder if it's the change room effect. You know, the change room mirrors always make you look smaller and everything just seems to look a bit more flattering when you're in the change room. I did give the bright yellow top another try, and I tried it with these black pants this time, and I liked it better, but I was still not sure about the long pieces of fabric that are hanging from the shoulders. I also did try another more neutral, safe color, and I ended up really liking the neckline on this top. So that was everything I've tried at the second store. I had to run out to meet up with my friend, but before I show you which items I ended up buying, can you take a guess? Leave me a comment.
The next day.
Hello again. Alright, so now I'm going to share with you everything that I've purchased from yesterday, and I'm also going to show you some different ways that I would style these items that I just bought. So this shirt I already showed you yesterday, and I think with this one, it's just so easy to wear all black underneath and throw on a pop of color on top, and that's just a easy go-to outfit formula. But I also thought it would be interesting to wear it like this with another pair of green pants, and I know the green is a little bit darker, but I think that's what makes it interesting. They've also got these pleated texture, which I think is really nice, and I've got a pop of pink underneath with my bra top, and I think this pink and green combo just looks really cute. So since I've got so many colors going on, I'm gonna just finish it off with simple black Birkenstocks, and then I could just throw on I don't know, like an ivory bag on top. Like that. Yeah, I think that could work. Nice. Or I could keep it simpler by matching all my accessories to black, like that. I haven't even taken off the tags off of this shirt yet. But yeah, like, I think I like this better. The all black accessories with the shoes and the bag. And then the pink underneath with the 2 different greens. I think this is super cute, and it's definitely an outfit that I'll be rocking this summer. I did also end up getting this green skirt from the second store, so there's definitely a color theme going on. And this skirt I think it's gonna be quite easy to style, just with a graphic tee and a pair of boots. But I also thought it would be very interesting to throw on this green shirt from the last outfit again. And I think this is really cute. I know it's a lot. I feel a little bit like Aquaman, but that's why I'm keeping the color of the top and the shoes black, just to keep it simple. And I'm wearing mesh flats just to show a little bit of skin, because I know there's a lot of fabric going on right now. And I think I can just use the same bag again from the last outfit, but wear it across my body like that. And that gives it a bit of a casual feel. And I'll just top it off with this black pair of sunglasses. Since this is such a strong pop of color and I'm using it on such a large surface area, I thought I'd just keep everything else pretty simple and just keep it to using 2 colors instead of 3. And I think it works. It's a lot, but it's not at the same time. I also ended up getting this dress, which I think some of you will be very happy that I got it. Even some people in the change room were encouraging me to get it because it looks so nice. And I agree. I think this is gonna be a really versatile piece for me. It's gonna be super easy to dress up or down. I can just wear it by itself like this with my Birkenstocks and these sunglasses that are pretty simple. I'll probably throw on just my ivory bag. And I think that's just a great simple summer outfit. The color is really yellow. It's like this bright yellow, but I do think the black tones it down a bit. And the fabric has this lovely texture. I don't know if you can see it on screen, but yeah, it's actually textured and it just creates this lovely dimension to the outfit, which I think is awesome. Again, I can just throw on a graphic tee to dress this down and it'll pretty much work with any pairs of my black shoes. I do think the fabric can be clipped at the back if I'm wearing a t-shirt on top of this, just because the silhouette at the bottom of the t-shirt becomes a little too wide if I just let the dress be. I did also try it with an oversized brown jacket and my black boots, and I loved it. I know it's gonna be too hot for the summer, but that's even better because then I can wear it even throughout spring and fall. So I love it. I'm so glad I got this. Now I know I said the yellow dress is really bright, but this top is even brighter. I know, it's very out of character for me, and I was debating about this top because I didn't really like the long pieces of fabric that was hanging at the front. But while I was debating, the salesperson at the store suggested that I tie the fabric back like this, and I love it so much more. Now, it's just a simpler, cleaner line at the front, so I decided to buy this. And I did really like the look of this top with the black trousers that I tried on in the change room. So I just threw on my black pants, throw on my black flats again. And I think for the bag, I'll probably go with this brown bag, just because I feel like the texture on this bag kind of matches the texture of the top, like the flowy lines. And I think this works. I could probably just throw on a pair of sunglasses here and this will be a nice summer outfit. Some other ways I've tried to style this is with my black lace shorts and my boots, which I thought looked cute. I also tried it with the green pleated pants that I used in the first outfit, and that ended up looking really nice as well. So I think I am gonna figure out ways to wear this top, and I hope I do get my money's worth. I did also end up getting some non-colorful items. So I got this brown tank top with a really interesting neckline. This one was from the second store, and I ended up getting this white maxi skirt from the first store, but my phone ran out of battery, so I don't think I actually filmed the fit in the change room. I have been looking for a white maxi skirt. I mean, I've just been seeing them everywhere, and I do think that they look really nice for the summertime, so I thought, why not? And this one has slits, some pleated detail, as well as these tassels, so I think they're really cute. They're from Club Monaco, which I think is a good brand. Used to be a good brand anyways. The brown tank top, I love the neckline. I like how fitted it is. The fabric feels really nice, and it's a really safe choice for me in terms of color, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of this, so I just decided to go for it, and I actually think that these two go really well together. The skirt looked super nice with my boots as well, so I think just depending on the mood, I can choose either or. These also work just fine. I think I'll go with the brown bag again, just to keep the textures sort of aligned. And yeah, I think this is such a lovely, simple summer outfit that I will definitely get a lot of wear out of. Okay, so I ended up spending a lot more money than I had anticipated. I didn't really expect to like so many items in such bright colors. But I also had so much fun with this shopping experience. It just made me realize how contrived my shopping habits were, because I would just automatically avoid very bright colors thinking that they're not for me. And I still don't think that they're, really aligned with my color season perfectly, but it doesn't really matter, right? Because it's all about how they make you feel, and I forgot how bright colors make me feel. So thank you for suggesting that I do this. Like, seriously, I appreciate you guys so much for pushing me. I know I can be very stubborn. I am very stubborn, but I'm so glad that you made me do this, and I'm so glad that I actually did it. I am really, really happy with the results. This is definitely gonna be a new way for me to experiment with my style this season. So, thank you. I hope you liked the video and the outfits. I know it was a bit of a different style of video. I had a lot of fun filming it and coming up with different outfits, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll see you in my next video, and until then, stay unique and stay gorgeous.